We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for now. Batting, Bo Bichette. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Bo Bichette.
And a fastball's in there for strike one. And fellas, we take a look at the Redbirds entering play here tonight. They've run their win streak up to 6 in a row now, and they're really playing some inspired baseball.
Yeah, Matty, this is one of those special moments throughout the course of the season where everyone kind of looks around the clubhouse and takes stock. 6 in a row, you have a chance to rattle off a 7th. You start saying, hey, maybe something special is going to happen this summer.
Now a moment as we take a look at the Jays starting 9 for this one. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, Matty, they got to love the production they're getting out of the leadoff spot right now. This guy knows how to drive in runs. Had over 25 runs batted in last month. You've got to pay attention to how he goes about it. Ground balls, fly balls, home runs, any way to drive in a run, and that's what he's doing. He tries to have a major impact on every game he plays in.
And a pitch up and in, keeping him honest, 1-1. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Tellez is below the Mendoza line. The batting average under 200, unfortunately.
Yeah, Matty, he's well aware of it. Runners in scoring position, that's where you need to be on your game. He's just expanded the zone entirely too much in these situations.
The 1-2 pitch. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now. Temperature was in the 70s earlier today, but 59 at game time tonight. The 2-2. And this is sliced hard down the left field line. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. The throw into second. The tag, and he's nabbed, trying for 2.
Batting third, the third baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Into the box, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. As he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. The average at 284 to begin play. 7 homers and 29 driven in. Grounded to third. DeYoung gathers it in. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. Now the Cardinals will see what they can do. No score. Ryan Barucki, a southpaw from Illinois, gets the starting call in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
You know, Matt, he's looking to bounce back for a little bit better of a performance than his last one. Pitched less than 5 innings in his last one, was able to come away with a no decision. I think he and his team are expecting a lot more in this one.
Digging in, Colton Wong. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The second baseman, Colton Wong.
Now here's the pitch. A high fastball is in there. Guys, as the Jays take the field here tonight, they enter this one off a loss after winning 5 of 7 prior to that.
Yeah, Matty, I know they've caught a little bit of a losing streak right now, but they got good veteran presence, great veteran presence in that clubhouse. And I bet you someone steps up today and says, this stops. We get it done today, boys.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2.
Hey, I think this is going to be the key to his success out on the mound. That good movement on that 2-seam fastball is going to keep that ball in the yard and keep this offense on its toes.
So he chased out of the strike zone on that one. Colton Wong is retired for the first out here in the bottom half of the first. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Let's get it going, boys. Somebody's loose, hitting 98 with ease in the first inning.
And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
A ball and a strike to the Cardinals' first baseman.
Going to be a long day if he executes like this, punching tickets right out of the gate.
And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2.
I don't blame him for not coming over the hard of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
And a full count to Paul Goldschmidt. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Boy, that's one of the toughest pitches to lay off. A hard breaking ball.
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that in. Next to bat for Toronto, Lourdes Gurriel. He'll lead it off here to begin the second. Oh, and he gets the inning started with a bang as this is hit high and deep to left field. O'Neill is going to get back, and he'll put this one away on the warning track for the first out.
The St. Louis Cardinals attack you on defense in this fashion. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
Behind 0-2 now. Really tied him up on that one.
Yikes, he kind of looked clueless on that swing right there, Matt. If I'm pitching, I'm going right back to that same pitch.
Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
Hard sinker misses. 2-2. No score. Here as we play inning number 2. Popped him up. Wong is there. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Randall Grichuk. At the plate now. Hitless in 4 tries in the ball game yesterday. A ball and no strikes. 2 out, nobody on. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Now here's the pitch. The left side. DeYoung fields it cleanly. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Last half of the second set to go, and that'll bring in the Illinois State product, Paul DeYoung. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Hey, either this hitter needs a cup of coffee or he was sitting off speed right there.
Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Tried to shoot the corner, and he missed it. 2-2.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Paul DeYoung is sent packing to begin the bottom of the inning. And here is strike 1 called to the 37-year-old veteran up there. 0-1. didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball one. Molina, a native of Puerto Rico. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
Yeah, Matty, it's going to be interesting to see where this guy lands at the end of this season. A lot of variables come into place. He's had a long career. It's going to be interesting to see if a team steps out past 1 or 2 years for this player.
Boy, and they cannot touch him right now. 5 straight strikeouts on the ledger, and there are 2 away.
Tyler.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. And 2-0 as this one's taken low. Bottom of the second here with no score. Nope. 3-0.
Now with the base is empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
The 3-1 is swung on and missed. A full count now.
I mean, this has been an interesting at-bat. We haven't seen, out of all the pitches, a single.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3. And so striding forward now, Reese McGuire. 7-8-9, bottom of the order set to go here in the third. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Now a good pitch on the inside part of the plate ties him up, and it's 1-1. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Grounded softly down the line toward first. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Batting in, the center fielder, number 28, Billy McKinney.
So 1 away in the Toronto third, and in to hit next, the speedy Billy McKinney. First pitch on its way, and that misses for ball 1. Third inning, no score to this point. In for a strike, it's 1-1.
Well located fastball right there. If he can continue to do that, he'll pitch deep into this one.
Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
Ooh-wee. That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
The 1-2.
I got the count. 2-2. I can't lose, fool.
After watching that one go by and a ball being called, you could rest assured he knows he's not getting away with another one of those. I guarantee you he's going to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And it's fouled away. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Well, this lineup obviously doesn't get to see this guy very often because he's over in the other league, and it's really showing. He's pitching really well right now, and I'm sure these hitters are plenty happy they don't have to face him multiple times this year.
So now to the plate, Ryan Borucki, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And here's a fastball that's nowhere near the zone. It's 2-0 now.
Can't fall behind against the pitcher. Need to minimize pitch count against the easy outs, and this is certainly one of them.
2-0 count, the pitch.
3 balls, no strike.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
And this misses as well. Ball 4. And he's walked the opposing pitcher on 4 pitches.
Man, you hate to give up a 2-out walk to anybody, but especially to a speed demon like him. Good chance he's running here, and good luck trying to stop him.
Stepping in, Bo Bichette. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
Throw over to the bag.
No, he's safe.
Barucki leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And another throw over, keeping particularly close tabs on him. And that's right there, and we're even at 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Thomas makes the catch, and the inning is over. Blue Jays held in check. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score. Here's Dexter Fowler now. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home 3rd.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. First delivery to him on the way. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
If he's able to locate that 2-seamer down at the knees, he's going to get a ton of swing and miss and a ton of ground balls today.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Fouled away. Another 0-2 coming.
That's the ball.
And he's going to start this inning out the same way he started the previous 2. 7 consecutive strikeouts. My word. 1 away.
Boy, he's got great stuff today, doesn't he? That's 7 punch-outs now here in the middle innings. He's up over 1 an inning up to this point. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can change their plan of attack and start to put the ball in play. But right now, that's just not happening.
Standing in now, Lane Thomas, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. 276 the average coming in for him. 8 home runs, and he's driven in 24. Two balls and no strikes to the Cardinals center fielder. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Got his 2-0 fastball, but he was way behind. 2-1. Here's the pitch. Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
You know, when you haven't gotten a guy on base yet in the entire game, a 3-ball count kind of feels like a little mini rally. Let's see if he can get on.
The 3-1 is swung on and missed, and that's a full count now. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Man, this has been a game filled of a lot of swings and misses. Not very many confident swings, and this team up there, they'd swing at a butterfly right now if it flew in front of the plate. Lots of swings, lots of misses, A lot of ugly at-bats for this team right now. They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
So a runner at first with one out now, and into bat next, the pitcher Miles Michaelis. He's set, and the pitch to the left side, but it's well fouled. Cardinals have been held out of the hit column here. Fastball taken down the middle, and that's strike two.
Can't come out of his game plan right here. He knows he's a known sinker baller. I know it was a four-seamer right there, but get back to that two-seam. It's what his MO is.
Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him.
Now batting.
Colton Wong will stand in. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. And he fouls this one off. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
That's not a pitch he misses very often. He knows he should have done something with that one.
The 0-2. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here. Stepping in for the Jays, Rowdy Tellez, as we begin the top of the 4th.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Now batting.
So with the fly out there coming on the fastball, seems like an appropriate time to check out our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And my gracious, look at that comparison. Both guys into triple digits. That is some serious, serious gas. So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And Vladimir Guerrero Jr. settles in at the plate. Way late on the fastball for strike 1. Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
Now batting.
To the plate now, Lourdes Gurriel, sent out to straightaway center field. And that's in there, base hit. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
Finally, they show some signs of life. These guys have been swinging the bats like they're underwater or something. But a single and a double, and now they've got runners on second and third. We'll see if they can cash them in.
Just behind the fastball there, 2 strikes now. Fouled off. Now another 0-2. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for route number 2. So 2 on with 2 away, and the big right-handed bat of Randall Grichuk saunters into the batter's box next. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Boy, I love the way he's competing out there.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will... Next to bat for St. Louis, Tommy Edman looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. 1 ball, no strikes to count. And a fastball in there for a strike, 1-1.
Woo, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in, and they get right back outside. Nice pitch.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Tommy Edman is retired leading off the bottom of the 4th. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown the first pitch strike to.
1-2 now. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. And he connects with it. This one's hit deep out to left center field. A leap, but he can't bring it back into the park. It's a home run. So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder, Paul DeYoung, as he'll look at a slider that runs in too far for ball 1. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. And he looks at a slider in there, 1-1.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
Count is 1-2 now. Swung on and lifted down the left field line. Coming in is Hernandez. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now. Yadi Molina digging in now, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. And there's a base hit on the line. Running hard, he's digging for second. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Dan, after that base hit, he's extended his hit streak to 9 games, and you know he wants double digits.
There's no question about it. Listen, anybody can get a 9-game hitting streak, but when you call your buddies or send out a text message.
And the second baseman is there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Welcome back to Busch Stadium as we send it down to Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And one thing he stressed to me is the need for them to have more competitive at-bats the rest of the game. He told me he can't recall many times where they've been able to get to a full count today. And while that's not always a necessity for success, they've clearly had their struggles today, especially when it comes to making things difficult on the opposing pitching.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. That'll bring up Billy McKinney as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. Here's a fly ball, well hit. And this will hop over the wall, but the run will score.
And this thing bounces over the wall, but I don't think it would have mattered if it stayed in the ballpark. Either way, the runner was going to score, and he was going to wind up at second. He drove that ball really nicely.
Stepping in now, Ryan Borucki, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up. And an offline throw, but a good tag this time to get his man anyway. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Stepping in, Bo Bichette. He flew out in his last at-bat. Back goes Thomas at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. The relay, while the throw pulls him off the bag. Rowdy Tellez the next to bat. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. High fly ball out to deep right field. And they take the lead. It's gone.
Hey, I know we're not sitting up here with a crystal ball, but that swing right there, although in the middle innings, could be the deciding factor. And we could be looking back at this one when it's all said and done.
Sinker runs outside to start the at-bat, 1-0.
Now for 4 innings, he was great. But here in the 5th, he looks like a completely different guy out there. That happens a lot when a pitcher is facing batters for the 2nd or 3rd time in a game.
Hit on the ground to third. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. On to the bottom of the 5th. It's now 3-1 Blue Jays. Welcome back to Busch Stadium as we send it down to Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cardinals to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Now at the plate, Dexter Fowler. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Strike one to start the at-bat. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
Well, you know you've got it working on the mound when they're swinging right through it, even when you're putting it right down the middle of the strike zone. Not the greatest of game plans, though.
Fowler behind a ball and 2 strikes.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
At the plate, Lane Thomas. And he's first pitch swinging here as he lines this one into left field for a base hit.
The pitcher, number 39, Miles.
At the plate now, Miles Michaelis. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
Cardinals pitcher up there with a 1-2 count. Now a throw over to first, and he'll be back in standing up. And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ball game. So 2 strikeouts for him here in the inning, sandwiched around a base hit, and that total is currently tops on the ball club through the first couple of months of the season. Here's the second baseman, Colton Wong, and he's at risk of the old hat trick. 2 strikeouts on his line so far.
Dad, it seems like these hat tricks and golden sombreros are a lot more common than they were, say, 10, 15 years ago. Guys have stopped worried about striking out as much. It's really been an ideological shift in the game that's a big topic of debate.
Yeah, guy's not going to worry about 3 strikeouts if he can add a game-winning hit to that line. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Three to 1 our score as we play inning number 5. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. Hot shot down the line. Oh, he makes the stop. Hey now. 1 left for the Cardinals. They still trail it here 3-1. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Lourdes Gurriel. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
Sent on the ground out to second, and that is through into right field for a single. So it's a multi-hit game for him as that ball finds a crease into right field. And there you see the Toronto leaderboard in that category as he currently ranks second best on the ball club. There's the St. Louis manager now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. He'll wind up lasting just 5 innings here. Didn't pitch all that poorly, yet he's gone nonetheless. Alex Reyes will come on in relief now as he'll make his 35th appearance of the season.
29, Alex Reyes.
Teoscar Hernandez will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher as he'll do so with a runner at first and nobody out. Has a look, now the pitch. And this is right past Molina and back to the screen. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
And this is what happens when a power hitter is at the plate. You don't want to give them anything in the zone, and sometimes that leads to those tough-to-handle wild pitches. There's a chance they just put him on first now to avoid him doing any real damage.
The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
Now the 2-0 is in there for strike 1. We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate. And he'll have another shot at it here. Line toward the alley in left center. And this is going to find the gap and roll toward the bullpen for extra bases. And the run is in to score from second, and it's a 4-1 game. And he is in there with an RBI triple.
This is an easy decision for him to try for third because he has the play right in front of him, so he doesn't have to rely on any of his base coaches. Good decision to keep chugging, and he makes it all the way around safely.
He's got to hurry, and the throw to first is in time, 1 gone.
Now batting.
Coming to the plate now, Reese McGuire. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Line drive. That's a base hit into the right center field gap. In to score is the runner from third. Make it 5-1. And he is into second base with an RBI double. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Billy McKinney is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. Runner goes for third. Up the middle, and he's able to knock it down. Thankfully, he's able to recover, and he gets the second out at first.
The pitcher, number 56. Ryan.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Towards second. And this will be put away easily for the out. So striding in. Tommy Edman, and through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game that this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
The 1-1. Got him, and he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
It's been a rough night at the yard for him. That's 3 times he's gone down on strikes in this one. So they've really figured out how to attack this guy.
Smith.
And that brings up Paul Goldschmidt as he rips it on the ground to second. Bichette picks it up cleanly. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Stepping in for the Cardinals, Paul DeYoung. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. And that misses, ball 1. Lifted into the air to shallow center. Bichette onto the grass. He tracks it down, and that will. Will end the inning. Nothing across here. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Bo Bichette. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. Now here it comes. Swung on and missed. 1-1.
1-1.
And it's 2 balls and a strike to the Jays leadoff batter. And he lays off again, ball 3.
And obviously this guy.
Play ball.
The 3-1. Squared that one up just a little late. Now the 3-2 pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Fowler has a read on it. Makes the play, 1 away.
Now back.
Rowdy Tellez will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And this ball is popped up, drifting back. Behind the mound. No problem over there for Goldschmidt, and there are 2 gone now.
Now back.
Ready for another shot now. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He was a ground out victim last time up. Lifted down the line in left. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball. And it's fouled away. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. He's got it. And they are not going to get him at first. He's aboard easily.
Boy, that's what wheels can do for you, Dero. You can see this right here on this replay. He just simply outruns the white rabbit. He just outruns the baseball.
Yeah, it's beautiful to watch. You know why? Because this is the one tool you can't teach. You can take countless ground balls. You can hit till your hands bleed. But if you got no wheels, newsflash, you got no wheels.
And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first. Has a look, now the pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. On the run is O'Neill. But he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And the runner will score from second. Now both men are across to score. And a relay home. And happy birthday as they allow him to cross with the inside the park home run as he catches his breath to reflect on his good fortune. Here's Randall Grichuk. He swings and lines it to left. And that'll get by and on through towards the wall. Around second now, and this ball still hasn't been fielded. Grichuk isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate. Is in time, and he's cut down at the plate. Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. As he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Hit on the ground to third. Fielded cleanly. And the throw is wide as it pulls the first baseman off the bag.
Now back. Left field. Tyler.
So it's a runner at first as a result of the throwing error. And next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Tyler O'Neill. In there, a base hit. Molina blows through the stop sign, headed for home. Is in time, and he's cut down at the plate as they team up to gun him down. Danny Jansen is into the ballgame here as he takes over behind the plate.
Your attention, please. This game's defensively for the Blue Jays. Now catch. Number 9.
Into the box now, Dexter Fowler. And he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. McKinney's there for it. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And the run is in to score from third. Striding into the box, Lane Thomas. He singled his last time up. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Thomas, a native of Tennessee. He was a 5th-round pick during the 2014 draft.
Hey, this middle-round selection is still developing. But he's doing it at the big league level, and he has a lot of time to get his tool set ironed out.
Boy, D-Roll, the pitch count keeps climbing and climbing and climbing, and this is another example of they're really making this guy work in this one.
Yeah, that's the grind right here. You put your hard hat on, you try and find a way to get into that bullpen.
He'll start this one at 274. 6 home runs, and he's driven in 24. The 0-2 home. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. And that'll get down for a base hit. And now it'll kick around in the corner. And a relay to the plate. And not in time as the run scores. And he is in there with an RBI triple.
Now batting. The second.
Here's Colton Wong now. And he swings here and sends one in the air deep down the right field line. And they're going to chip away some more as this is down for extra bases. And he is in at third base with an RBI triple.
All I know is a lot of comebacks were started with less. He ropes a triple, driving in a run and cutting the deficit to 4. A base hit here, and it'll be down to 3.
He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. High in the air out to center field. McKinney's there for it, and the runner from third scores as they try to work their way back into this one. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away. Here's Paul Goldschmidt now.
Never say never in this game, folks. It's late and the clock is ticking, but that RBI double might start making believers out of the entire dugout. We'll see if they can build on it and maybe get back into this thing.
Fly ball out toward left center field. On the run is Hernandez. He can't get there, so the inning will continue.
Definitely an aggressive approach here, down 0-2 in the count. Instead of shortening his swing and protecting the plate, he takes a big rip and is able to drive it deep for a couple of bases and an RBI.
He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Big spot here. First and second, 2 men gone. And here now is the catcher, Yadier Molina. Now a ball hit in the air, but in play perhaps down the line. And no one will track it down. Line drive to left. Hernandez is there to put it away and finally put. Ryan Helsley has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. First pitch coming. Here it is. Pulled high in the air out to left field. O'Neill waits on it. And that's the first out of the inning.
Center fielder, number 28, Billy McKinney.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Fowler has a read on it. 2 gone. Joe Panic will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Now he turns on a fastball and sends it deep down the right field line. Gone! It's a solo home run for Joe Panic. Home run number 2 for him on the year as they jump ahead by 3.
Every run helps late in the game. And with this one on the board, they're now up 3 and only need 6 outs to end it. They've got a little room for error, and I'm sure they'd like to add to that even more if they can.
Thomas makes the catch, and the inning is over. Jays add one more on the solo home. Anthony Bass is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 52, Anthony Bass.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2.
This hitter right now looks overmatched with a fastball. I think you go right back to it.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Trying to check it, and it's 0-1. In prior meetings against Anthony Bass, he has a 3-for-12 line. He's taken him deep once. Bass, the former Seattle Mariner, he was signed as a free agent in the middle of last season.
Yeah, I know he expected to get a longer-term deal, but these are the facts. Right now, he is on a 1-year deal, and he is going to have to produce if he is going to get that multi-year he's been looking for come off season.
Again, he sends it out of play. 6 runs, 9 hits, 1 error for the Cardinals to this point. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Ran one in there as this is hit on the ground towards second. Bichette's got it. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step 1, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a...
Oh, and he botches it.
Don't sleep on the bottom of the order right there. He broke out all ambush tactics. First pitch fastball, middle in, and he's able to drive that for a nice single.
Jairo Munoz to come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 34.
A ball hit softly on a line to third, but gloved by the third baseman for the out. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Colton Wong. And Dan, this could be a real make-or-break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring one run in this inning is so important to them.
And the run is in to score from second. But not in time as the run scores and the lead is trimmed to 1. And he will scramble back to third but get there safely. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Fouled away. Ready on 0-2. Another one sent foul. 8 runs on 12 hits. 1 error for the Cardinals to this point. Liner toward right center. And despite being down 0-2, he delivers anyway with a big base hit. And that'll plate the tying run from third as we've got ourselves a brand new ball game now. So now to the plate, Paul Goldschmidt. He'll swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. A couple of RBIs for him already and a chance for more here. Hernandez is there and he'll make the catch to return. Jordan Hicks will be on the mound to start the 9th inning, and his job will be keeping the ball game tied until the bottom half. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1. Hicks is one of those guys that just seems to be at his best under pressure. Runners in scoring position, tight game, tough hitters at the plate. That's when he's at his best.
One of the keys, Matty V, to being a good reliever is being able to pitch out of trouble. Trouble that's created by the pitchers before you, or sometimes you even have some mess that you put on yourself. Hey, regardless if it's a mess that he's inherited or one that he's created for himself, this guy makes good pitches when the game's on the line.
And that is down for extra bases. And with nobody out, we'll see if they want to wave that go-ahead run home. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Man, that swing looked like self-defense than a real quality swing. But, hey, he muscled it out there, and it was enough to get him safely to second. Those are the kind of hits that will drive you nuts as a pitcher.
Edmund backs up a bit, and he takes charge for the first out. Throw back to second, and that's a double play. And they will slap the tag on him heading back to third as he really got stuck out there, and the inning is over.
The third baseman.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
They've done a real nice job keeping this guy into wraps in this one. No hits for him so far, and what stands out to me is they're going right after him. They're not pitching him like they're afraid he's going to do any damage.
And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Standing in, Yadier Molina hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line-out. 4-1.
Count 1-0.
Can't catch up to that pitch, and it's a ball and a strike. 1-1, here it comes. Late swing there at the breaking ball. Must have been looking for something else.
Yeah, Matty, you see the same pitch 3 times in a row and you find yourself down 1-2 in the count. Your head starts to get on a swivel here. Is he coming back with it 4 times, or do I have to sit on something else?
He throws him on the fastball there. Yadier Molina becomes out number 2 this inning. Lifted into the air out towards center field. McKinney is under it, and he makes the catch for out. Andrew Miller takes the mound as he'll be the first man to pitch here in extra innings. He's set. Here it comes. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Chasing after it is O'Neill. He gets to it, and he botched it. The relay throw, and he's in at third base with nobody out, representing the go-ahead run. Standing in now, Rendell Grichuk.
Wow, he's getting his daily conditioning in during the game. That's his second triple, so obviously he's seeing the ball great, and he's showing he knows how to motor around the bases just fine.
O'Neal has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. He's safe at the plate, and they've jumped ahead here in the 10th.
Number 9.
First delivery to him on the way. Reined in. And, oh, the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first.
Now batting.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Popped him up. Wong onto the grass. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning. Kevin Biggio will look for some two-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with two gone and a runner at first. Oh, and he just blows the fastball by him for strike one. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are.
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Ken Giles takes the ball, looking to make sure this game goes no further. Save situation here in inning number 10. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. A little indecisive with that swing as he waves through it.
Ooh, not a spot you'd expect a curveball. He's lucky he missed because that's the kind of pitch that gets hit out of the ballpark.
And he struck out again. That's the third time he's gone down on strikes in this one. Way behind that pitch. It's 0-1.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
Giles, originally from the state of New Mexico, he's currently on a one-year deal, so he stands to be a free agent at the end of this season.
Some guys only get to free agency one time in their career. This guy has a chance to get there for a second time and in the prime of his career. Is he able to handle the pressure as he plays out this final season?
No balls and a strike to count. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Cardinals down to their final strike here. Not a bad pitch there with two strikes, but it misses 1-2. Two out, nobody on. Into the corner and slicing foul. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw on to first is going to be in time, and the Blue Jays will put an end to their three-game skid as this ball game is over.
Fans are finalized for tonight. First for the victorious Blue Jays, 10 runs, 15 hits, 1 error. They left